A single star trembles in the velvet night, a tear of light spilled across the infinite canvas. Yellow, not gold of kings, but the yellow of sunflowers tilting their faces towards a sun they cannot touch. The earth breathes, a sigh of ochre and umber, the scent of turned soil clinging to the air like memory. A crow cries, a jagged stroke across the silence, a punctuation mark at the edge of forever. Dreaming with Van Gogh, heaven in yellow. It isn't a place above the clouds, but a crack in the pavement where a dandelion dares to bloom. It's the warmth in a brother's hand offered across a table scarred with hardship and hope. It's the relentless turning of the brush against the canvas, a desperate dance against the encroaching darkness. He saw it, didn't he? The holy in the humble, the divine in the discarded. The whisper of angels in the rustling of wheat. He painted not what he saw, but what he felt. The ache in his soul mirrored in the tormented cypress trees, reaching towards a sky that offered no answers, only endless questions. The wind sighs through the olive groves, a lament for lost loves, for dreams deferred, for the unbearable weight of being human. Each leaf a tiny heart, trembling with the precariousness of existence. The sun, a molten coin in the vast treasury of the universe, casting long shadows that stretch and distort, revealing the hidden landscapes of the inner world. He walked these paths, his boots heavy with the clay of despair, his eyes burning with the fever of creation. He sought solace in the simplicity of things, in the rough texture of a peasant's face, in the vibrant colors of a humble still life. He found a fleeting sanctuary in the fields of Arles, a momentary respite from the demons that pursued him relentlessly. The church spire, a lonely sentinel against the horizon, a symbol of faith, both embraced and rejected. The promise of salvation, a comfort and a curse. He painted the light pouring through the stained glass windows, not the light of dogma, but the light of pure, unadulterated beauty, a light that transcended the limitations of belief. He understood the language of the stars, the silent symphony of the cosmos. He saw the swirling galaxies reflected in the depths of his own troubled mind. He knew that we are all made of stardust, fragments of a forgotten universe, yearning to return to the source. The silence is a canvas, too, a vast and empty space waiting to be filled with the colors of our own experience. The absence of sound, a profound and powerful presence, a reminder of the fragility of life, the fleeting nature of time. To dream with Van Gogh is to embrace the pain, to acknowledge the darkness, but to never surrender to despair. It is to find beauty in the broken, to seek light in the shadows, to believe in the transformative power of art, even when the world seems to be crumbling around us. It is to see heaven not as a distant paradise, but as a present possibility, a glimpse of grace in the everyday. a yellow flower pushing through the cracks, a star shimmering in the night, a brushstroke of hope on the canvas of the soul. The cicadas sing a song of relentless summer, a droning chorus that fills the air with a palpable heat. The sun bleeds across the wheat fields, turning them into oceans of gold. Waves of light that crash against the horizon. He walks among them, a solitary figure against the immensity of the landscape, his boots stirring up the dust, his eyes fixed on some distant, unseen point. The wind whispers secrets through the stalks, a language he alone seems to understand, a language of longing, of loss, of the eternal struggle between darkness and light. He clutches his brushes tight, as if they were lifelines in a turbulent sea. The colors dance before him, swirling and merging, demanding to be captured, to be given form and substance on the waiting canvas. He sees the face of God in the petals of a sunflower, a radiant, defiant affirmation of life in the face of oblivion. He feels the pulse of the earth beneath his feet, the deep, primal rhythm of creation. He is a conduit, a vessel through which the universe expresses itself. A humble servant of beauty, even in his own profound suffering. The silence of the asylum walls, a suffocating blanket that smothers the soul. The rustling of leaves outside the window, a tantalizing reminder of the freedom he craves. He stares at the swirling patterns in the wallpaper, searching for meaning, for connection, for a way out of the labyrinth of his own mind. He remembers the touch of Theo's hand, the unwavering support, the boundless love that sustained him through the darkest hours. He remembers the warmth of the sun on his skin, the scent of cypress trees in the air, the laughter of children playing in the fields. These memories are like precious jewels, fragments of a lost paradise, gleaming in the darkness of his confinement. He paints with feverish intensity, pouring his heart and soul onto the canvas, transforming his pain into something beautiful, something enduring, something that will outlive him. He paints the starry night, a swirling vortex of cosmic energy, a testament to the infinite possibilities of the universe. He paints the sunflowers, their faces turned towards the light, their golden hearts overflowing with joy. He paints the cypress trees, their dark, majestic forms reaching towards the heavens, symbols of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. He understands that suffering is an integral part of the human experience, a necessary ingredient in the alchemy of the soul. He accepts his pain not as a curse, but as a catalyst for growth, a pathway to deeper understanding, a source of profound empathy for the suffering of others. He sees the beauty in the imperfections, the cracks and flaws that make us unique, that make us human. He embraces the brokenness, the vulnerability, the fragility of life. He knows that it is in these moments of weakness that we are most truly alive, most truly connected to the divine. He finds solace in the simplicity of everyday rituals, in the act of preparing his paint, in the feel of the brush in his hand, in the vibrant colors that explode onto the canvas. He understands that art is not just a reflection of reality, but a transformation of it, a way of seeing the world with new eyes, of finding beauty in the unexpected, of revealing the hidden depths of the human spirit. The heaven he seeks is not a place beyond the stars, but a state of being, a way of living in the world with love, compassion, and a deep appreciation for the beauty of creation. It is a heaven found in the smallest of things, in a single brushstroke, in a shaft of sunlight, in the kindness of a stranger's smile. He breathes deeply, the scent of oil paint filling his lungs, a familiar comfort. A single tear rolls down his cheek, a testament to the enduring power of hope, even in the face of despair. The canvas awaits, the colors beckon, the journey continues. The wheat field sways in the gentle breeze, a sea of gold under a sky that pulses with unseen energy. He closes his eyes, feeling the warmth of the sun on his skin, the earth beneath his feet, a sense of belonging, a connection to something larger than himself. The wind whispers secrets through the stalks, tales of resilience, of growth, of the eternal cycle of life and death. He listens intently, trying to decipher the hidden language of nature, to understand the mysteries that lie just beyond the reach of human comprehension. A flock of birds takes flight. A sudden burst of movement against the azure canvas, a reminder of the freedom and beauty that surrounds him. He watches them soar, their wings catching the light, their voices a chorus of joyous abandon. He longs to fly with them, to escape the confines of his own troubled mind, to lose himself in the vastness of the sky. But he knows that his journey is not one of escape, but of acceptance, of embracing the darkness within, of transforming pain into beauty. He picks a single stalk of wheat, holding it gently in his hand, examining its delicate structure, its intricate design. He sees in it a reflection of his own life, a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit, a symbol of hope in the midst of despair. He understands that even in the darkest of times, there is always beauty to be found, always light to be discovered. The heaven in yellow is not a place of perfection, but a place of possibility, a place of growth, a place of transformation. It is a place where pain and beauty coexist, where darkness and light intertwine, where the human spirit can soar to unimaginable heights. He remembers the faces of the poor, the miners, the peasants, their faces etched with hardship and suffering, their eyes filled with a quiet dignity. He sees in them a reflection of his own struggle, a reminder that he is not alone in his pain, that there is a shared humanity that binds us all together. He paints their portraits with reverence and compassion, capturing their essence, their spirit, their enduring strength. He sees the divine in the ordinary, the sacred in the mundane. He elevates the humble and the forgotten, giving voice to the voiceless, shining a light on the hidden beauty of the world. He knows that true art is not about creating something beautiful, but about revealing the beauty that already exists, about uncovering the hidden depths of the human soul. He dips his brush in the vibrant yellow, a color that symbolizes hope, joy, and the life-giving power of the sun. He applies it to the canvas with bold strokes, creating a swirling vortex of energy, a radiant expression of his innermost feelings. He paints the sunflowers with a passion and intensity that borders on madness. Their faces turned towards the light, their petals bursting with life. He sees in them a reflection of his own yearning for connection, for love, for belonging. He understands that we are all sunflowers, reaching for the light, seeking warmth and nourishment, striving to grow and blossom in the face of adversity. The night sky deepens. The stars emerging one by one, like diamonds scattered across a velvet cloth. He gazes up in wonder, losing himself in the infinite expanse of the cosmos. He feels a sense of awe and humility, a reminder of the insignificance of his own existence in the grand scheme of things. But he also feels a sense of connection, a sense of belonging to something larger than himself, a sense of being part of a vast and interconnected universe. He paints the stars with swirling brush strokes, capturing their ethereal beauty, their distant glow. He sees in them a reflection of the divine, a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of nights, there is always light to be found. He closes his eyes, taking a deep breath, feeling the peace and serenity that washes over him. He understands that heaven is not a destination, but a journey, a state of mind, a way of being. It is to be found in the beauty of nature, in the kindness of strangers, in the power of art, in the love that connects us all. It is to be found in the simple act of dreaming with open eyes, of seeing the world with new perspective, of believing in the possibility of hope, even in the darkest of times. The yellow fades softly into the blue, a final brushstroke upon the infinite canvas.